They destroyed it. You know what this is, don't you? The dark lens. The core of our perforation research. Or it was. I'd heard rumors of a threat. There are always rumors, but this is insane. They killed everyone, then removed the lens. Without it, how are we supposed to control the portals? They could appear anywhere, connect to anything. Do they realize what they've done? It's almost like they knew our system's weakness. I think that's Dr. Ferenkov over there. People called it the Dark Lens, but that's so portentous. Technically, it's a tachyonic telemetry targeting unit. I should know. I invented it.
All vacant perforations will be resetting in 3, 2, 1. Reset complete. Alert! There has been sector by any means available. Have an efficient and effective day.
Dr. Derek Vance reporting. IS-064, or The Composer, a piece of reluctant poetry from yours truly, displays a high degree of synchronized behavior. Dr. Pendleton speculates they are interconnected in some fashion. A hive mind, perhaps? Interestingly, these synchronized behaviors vanish when the large protrusions are separated from what you would call the soul. We also cannot rule out the mist as some kind of After our first steps in Flathill and early on-site experiments beneath the underside, Dr. Lumen's dark lens is quite simply revolutionary. If anything, it's too powerful. The lens opens up an infinity of worlds to us. That said, the name appalls me. Why we gave critical equipment such a melodramatic name is beyond me. Are we scientists or B-grade villains lurking in some covert lair?
Ah.
Dr. Yannick has taken another incredible leap forward. I confess some of the mathematics elude me, but the fact remains he appears to have instantiated a temporarily stable perforation, not just in space, but in time. There is no ethics committee that could advise us here. We are off the mark.
We are getting closer.
This is Dr. Derek Mance. Now that IS-107 is on its way safely, for a time, towards interstellar space, I find myself taking a step back. In moments like this, one sees with shocking clarity how fantastical so much of our work and research here really is. If we weren't established and, by and large, esteemed scientists with decades of experience and education behind us, this place would sound nothing less than insane.
We are getting closer. Where is it? Where is it?
Dr. Mance, Cascade Facility. 091 is contained, at last. As long as we project a strong X-ray beam and it remains steady, it seems to be no risk to anyone. Dr. Stern can sleep easy, but we do fear it may switch to another individual before long. The team have started referring to it as the Layak, its local name. Even Henderson, it seems. I suppose Cascade is its home now.
There's chaos here.
So I was pumping iron the other day.
Tío.
Beacon is latent. Hostile.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting, Research Director. We've had an interesting development. Some kind of spore has overgrown the entire entrance of the vacuum. Given the range of material tested in there, it's impossible to know how it happened, and it spreads fast. Good point. But we found a way to remove the growth. One of Lenora's crew brought material back from a fungal region in Antiverse 2. A gel of sorts that can be combined with basic reagents to create an exceedingly high temperature reaction. It dissolves this particular growth almost instantly. Harnessing the entropy delta is all well and good, but retrieving it from the Antiverse isn't exactly easy. The place makes hell look like Club Med.
Alert! There has been a complete containment failure. Make your way to defense sector by any means available. Have an efficient and effective day. Air quality bulletin. Absolute humidity exceeding nominal levels. Dehumidification in progress.
Thank you. I mean it. I just need a moment. I'll be good, yeah? Thank you. I mean it. I just need a moment. I'll be good, yeah?
For what do you seek? You freed the giants. If I can assist, I shall. We have no further business. Now.
There's chaos here.
Janet got us back into labs, and we had a plan, although it didn't quite work out. Now, we've got a new plan. But first, we need to get into the containment block and access our equipment.
But, wouldn't you know it, they've revoked our security clearance, because who needs it during an emergency? I suppose we could head back to Office Sector, down that way, and hope Warren's got a plan to save us. But that's about as likely as Thule winning a Nobel Prize. We've got to find some other way into the containment block, or this is the end of the road.
I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, so let's just say there's certain substances in the containment block that could be very helpful right now.
We just need to get in there.
The wildlife pens are full of testing gear, which could be useful, but it's an absolute zoo in there right now.
We could try the adjustment wing, too. Every time I'm there, they've got some new piece of fancy equipment. They get all the new gear.
I hear those gun-toting apes stole the dark lens and caused this whole kerfuffle. Didn't you work on that project, Janet?
I advised Abe. What are you trying to say?
Have you seen that strange material growing on the vacuum chamber? They've totally let the sector go.
I haven't been there for a while, but it can't be as bad as what happened in reactors. That took months to clean up.
Janet, wait for me!
Ah.
Dr. Mance, Cascade Facility. When people ask where we found IS-0172, I tell them the truth. It was recovered from a kebab restaurant in rural Turkey, where it was being used as a doorstop. The fact that it is, by a factor of tens, the oldest known manufactured object on Earth, forged from alloys not to be invented for another 1.7 billion years, was irrelevant to the owner, who accepted in exchange 50 lira and a small rock. We are no closer to identifying its creators. I have had to secure IS-52 personally, following the latest abuse of containment procedures by staff in C-blocks. I understand fully well the attraction of jumping 3 times higher than normal, or floating gently down from the 3rd story of the megalift. But the gravity cube is not a toy. While I admit to a light skip as I carried it to its containment cell, it is a profound and unique disturbance in the space-time fabric of our universe. It's also quite glowy.
Hello? About now. This is Dr. Abraham Stern, concerning immune procedures for IS-235. While I haven't had a tremendous amount of time with 235, certain phenomena would seem to suggest that our containment procedures are, well, they may be insufficient. The general attitude appears to be that 235 is a harmless curiosity, but close examination of the videocassette tape in which it currently abides has revealed small, even exiguous amounts of a substance that concerns me considerably. I performed some preliminary investigations, basic classifications with Dr. Ross, but we were unable to determine whether the residue was biological or chemical or even solid, for that matter. Slightly embarrassing, but for the record, I recommend assigning someone to investigate this. Properly. Reasonably soon. Oh.
This is Dr. Mance. Studying the tensor dynamics of our perforation system, there's one particular thing I've noticed. It seems that the distension of the continuum has an attractive effect, locally. Which is to say, left unguided, portals will ground their exits near other portals. If they weren't so unstable, I'd be tempted to suggest this could be exploited as a way to travel rapidly around the facility. I can imagine what Dr. Thule would think of that, unless it meant getting his coffee quicker. My personal disinclination towards firearms in general leaves me largely underprepared to record anything of value surrounding 099. I'm not what you might call a gun nut. I can tell you it's antique. I can go on about its material makeup and even tell you how it functions on a chemical level. The answer is, mundanely, this shotgun shows no anomalous properties when held or fired. But it certainly did at one point in time. We've tried different personnel, brought it back to its place of origin, and tried several types of ammunition. At present, it bruises your shoulder when you fire it. Testing is ongoing for now. Dr. Pendleton and I had a frank exchange of views today. I described IS-055 as a noxious weed and suggested that recent events in the reactors have borne this out. But she insisted that antiverse flowers had a beauty to them. I was not in the mood for a lesson in aesthetics and pointed out that so does a mushroom cloud.
Thank the stars. All I wanted was a place to rest a few hours without getting eaten or shot or minced. But I accidentally locked myself in. 2 PhDs, but you'd never know it. I'd very much prefer not to rot here, so if you could help me out, I'd be extremely grateful. And I can help. You see, I'm confident that I can get us through the vacuum chamber to the surface elevator. In fact, I'm sure of it. If you could just get this door open. Resetting the system in the control center should open these cells and reprogram the guns out there. And if I'm right, it should give us access to the rest of the containment block too. You just have to get there, to the control center, in one piece. I can get us through the vacuum chamber, I'm sure of it. But you need to find a way to get to the control center and reset the security system. There's no getting past those cannons out there until you reset the security system. Perhaps you could find a way across the chasm out there without plunging to your death in a dank abyss. The portal system's gone berserk, but I wonder, could that be just the shortcut we need? There's entries and exits grounding all over the place. Just don't do anything crazy. I know I'm asking a lot, but working together is our best chance. It's our only chance. Don't you agree?